Wheels is brought to you by Thor Off-Road Riding Apparel. The all-new 2017 KTMs are available at Factory Racing in Meyersdal, and 100% goggles for 100% vision. Welcome to the show. This week, Dylan Smith attends the 2017 KTM launch in KZN, and later on, the Leidenberg Enduro. Hold on tight.
Welcome to the 2017 KTM EXC launch. We've been fortunate enough to be invited by the KTM team out here to Cato Ridge to come and test the all-new 17 models. The range will vary from the 125s right up to the 500s. First of all, we're going to get taken out on an outright to go and put these bikes through their paces and see what this is all about. So stick with us and let's see what these bad boys can do. So one of the new models, and I cannot emphasize about new models, everyone says 2016, 2017 is a change. This is an all new motorcycle. It's from the ground up. The 500 and the 450s is 5 kilograms lighter. You've got new different grips, different throttle bodies on the bike. Even just from a visual aspect, you can look at the seat. The seat has been lowered in the front, raised in the back, so you can get all your weight forward. Foot pegs have changed. Foot pegs have come up slightly, giving you better ground clearance. And I'm just going to run through the basics of how this bike has changed. So if you have a look over here at the new engine casings, you'll notice that there's no more smooth, flat ends on it. It's now like a shark fin or scale type of casing, and what that actually does is it doesn't allow your boot to take the paint off anymore. So now what happens is your bike's going to look a lot better. Little basics, brake lever, slightly shorter, running smaller pistons front, smaller caliper in front, and everything is to do with weight. All the changes on this motorcycle is purely to cut weight without sacrificing handling, reliability, or tampering at all with the performance. So you guys have got a brand new 2017 motorcycle. We're going to hear about a couple of the other riders what they think about it, and then we're going to go jump on the MX track, and that's my speciality.
For me, I've come from a superbike background, so I kind of like the power, but not on the technical stuff. So my favorite was the 500. But for sure, when you get up to the technical stuff, the two strokes, the 250 and the 300, just you can see why it's the best-selling bike in the country.
You know, it's a difficult decision. We've ridden all the bikes today, and they are equally good in different aspects. I would say my favorite 254 stroke, followed by the 252 stroke, and then the 300, purely because it's just such an easy bike to ride, and in technical riding conditions it made my life a pleasure.
Everybody's had a fantastic day, but to choose which is the best bike is the most difficult thing at the moment, because everybody's got bees in their head. One thing that has stuck out between everybody is how great the new suspension is, the WP Explorer forks, the rear shock. We watched some of the good riders, the leader tread riders, Travis and Scott and them climbing up some of those big rocky climbs, how the bike just tracks straight all the way up. But a choice of bike, I tell you what, I don't want to be the one that has to buy a bike. I like a 254 stroke. Then I rode the 252 stroke. That was awesome. Then I thought, no, let me give the 125, 150 a go. It's just, what would you like to ride? What kind of riding you can, and you've got a bike that'll do the job for you, whatever you take.
The 250 two-stroke, unbelievable. I mean, so well balanced, power to handling and performance. It's got awesome torque, awesome power, very fast. The 300 felt a little bit too strong for me and too much bike. And of course there's a little bit less quickness in the handling. But it's an awesome bike and it's definitely going to remain as popular as it's always been. The 150, a big surprise. Before I rode it today, I thought it sounded too much like a 125, and it's a big surprise. I got up the gnarliest hill on that where I couldn't get up on other bikes. And in second gear, not even in first. So it's got surprising torque. And the big bikes, of course, 350, very, very easy to ride as well. And a really great bike, but it's going to make you tired on a long day's ride. 450, powerhouse of note, and the 500 just incredibly powerful, but smooth. A surprisingly easy bike to ride because it's so smooth. They all have that plush comfort feeling that you always got before in big, heavy four-strokes. And I think a lot of that's to do with the chassis, and the suspension's definitely been improved. The forks are amazing.
It's always nice to mix and mingle with the pro riders. They've got a different angle to every bike and to its purpose, and they can showcase what they're all about.
I enjoyed the 250 four-stroke. It's a great bike. It's a lot faster than the previous model, and it handles really well, so that's a good bike. And then probably for extremes, I really kind of like the 250 two-stroke. It seems, for me, it just seems better than the 300. Suits my style more. Just overall, what I noticed was the bikes, just the way they handle. It's phenomenal. We've ridden standard bikes today, and it honestly almost feels better than my race bike, so it's pretty good.
Obviously, we're the market leader by far in off-road with over 60% market share, but it's very exciting because we do cater for everybody, from the 125 to the 150, a new model that we're launching now, all the way to the 250 and 300 two-stroke, and a 250, 350, 450 and 500 four-stroke. So there is really a bike for everybody out there.
They've literally catered for every single rider out there, from 125s, 150s, 254s, 252s, 350s, 450s, 500s. There's 8 new models, so there is a bike for everyone out there. And you really can see why KTM is the market leader with these new products.